Once upon a time there lived a king. My little children will say immediately, "No, children, you are mistaken. Once upon a time there was a Franz Biberkopf." Franz Biberkopf. He had just been discharged from prison where he'd been doing time because of former incidents and was now back in town, determined to lead a decent life. He got involved in a regular combat with something that came from the outside that looked like fate. To listen to this and to meditate on it will be of benefit to many who, like Franz Biberkopf, live in a human skin, and like this Franz Biberkopf, ask more of life than a piece of bread and butter.
The wheels on the bus.
All right. The wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down, all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish.
I know I need to dig deeper and that I've been released from prison. They had to let me go. My punishment was up, that's the way it works. And I will go on digging. But I don't want to. I can't do it.
Sir, are you well? Are you in pain?
No.
Do you live here?
No!
Sorry, you have to leave.
Die Woge die Fahnen flattern hoch im Wind. Zum Rhein, zum deutschen Rhein. Wir alle wollen Hüter sein. Lieb Vaterland, magst du ruhig sein. Lieb Vaterland, magst du ruhig sein. Fest steht und treu die Wacht am Rhein. Fest steht und treu die Wacht am Rhein.
You've got a good voice.
Go away.
You are singing beautifully.
What do you want from me?
Oh, nothing. But the way you are singing, I surely can ask you something. What can happen? It won't be wrong. You won't die. Berlin is a big city where thousands live. There is place for more.
Will you not take off your coat, mister? It's warm in here. We are old people, we feel the cold all the year. Sit and listen to what I have to say.
Into the ground, into the earth where it's nice and dark.
What's the matter with you, for God's sake? All right, stay on the carpet. I'll stay with you. It's not comfortable, but why not? You are not going to tell me what's the matter with you, so let me tell you a story. I'm going to tell you the story of Zanovic, of Stefan Zanovic. My late father taught us a lot of stories. We were 7 hungry mouths, and when there was no food in the house, we would tell us stories. They may not fill us up, but you forget the hunger. So, who was Zanovic? Who was his father? Beggars, like most of us. Old Zanovic came from Albania and made his way to Venice. First, he sold what he had with him, and then he took out cards and played. Till one day someone felt it being tricked. Blows were exchanged, the police were called, and in the end old Zanovic had to run away. Went back to Albania and bought himself an entire village. Old Zanovic told his sons, I was nothing in Albania. You know why? Because I didn't carry my hat to where it belonged. But I'm going to send you to the great school. Young Zanovic seemed to experience a miracle. Even so, it wasn't a miracle. People came to him from everywhere. He was given the key to every heart. He traveled to Montenegro with coaches and horses and servants. His father was delighted to see his son such a great man, and in Montenegro they spoke to him as to a count and a nobleman. People wanted him to be a baron. All right, he said, I'm a baron. Later on, why just a baron? Why not more? He was just what those people wanted. They go to the theater and listen to things made up to suit them.
What do you think you're doing, giving this stuff to me?
Well, if it bothers you, I'll be happy to shut up.
You can carry on if you like.
What you can learn about Stefan Zanovic is that he knew himself and he knew people.
Has he been telling you stories? He told you about Zanovic, or didn't he? Of course he did.
Won't you leave us alone?
What did you tell him about Zanovic this time, you shining example? Did he tell you what happened to his Zanovic at the end?
You are a bad man.
Did he tell you?
You are a bad man.
Better than you. Did you tell your visitor that people chased him down like a thief? Did you tell the visitor about his grim death in prison when he cut open his own veins? And what happened after he died? Why not tell it all? Once he was dead, the hangman came, the knacker, with his cart full of dead dogs and dead horses and dead cats, and picked up his body and wheeled him out of town to their gallows hill. Is that right? Is it true what he said about the man, how he lost his way and how he died? He killed himself.
He did very likely kill himself.
And what did they do? The people who were around him?
Well, what do you think they did? They sat and watched.
It was raining. On the streets were blinking lights that indicated cinemas. No admission to anyone under 17. The orchestration was grinding on without a break. The lights went down. And the film began. A goose girl is to be educated. She wipes her nose with her hand, scratches her bottom on the steps. The whole cinema laughed out loud. Franz was exhilarated by the sniggering all around. Here were lots of people at liberty and enjoying themselves. No one's telling them what to do. How lovely! And you are standing in the midst of it. The show went on. The goose girl now lies sprawled on the grass for a long time. Franz stared at the wall. There was the next scene already, but he could still see her spilling out of the hammock and lying there motionless. Then, when someone who was the goose girl's beau embraced the lady, he got a rush of feeling across his chest as if he was hugging himself. It affected him so much he came over all weak.
A woman! I need a woman! I want a woman!
There was a woman behind the market cart. and he stopped in front of her. He sloped off with her. He had to hand over the 3 marks first.
Hold on a minute.
She thought.
The yellow shoes could do with resoling. Kitty's new man will do it for a couple of marks. Or maybe he could dye them brown to go with my blouse, which is an old rag already. Don't you like me, then?
Why wouldn't I, sweetie?
Oh, God, you do make me laugh. You can't just lie for a moment. I'm not bothered. There's nothing I can do. You know, I'm a chanteuse. Guess where? Anywhere that takes my fancy. I'm just between engagements now. I go to the bars I like and then I sing my songs. Oh, the people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down all through town.
I'm not a human being anymore.
Oh, come. You're not about to start crying on me, are you?
And he grabbed his hat and went down the stairs. The principal causes for impotence are A. Insufficient charge through malfunctioning of the glands. B. Excessive resistance by exaggerated mental blocks, fatiguing of the erective center. If the impotent man tries again, each case has to be handled individually. A rest can often be helpful. Our hero has been brought to Berlin. But Franz Biberkopf is not just anyone. I have not summoned him for my own amusement, but for his heavy, true, and illuminating fate to be experienced.
Once upon a time, 2 people lived in paradise, and their names were Adam and Eve. They had been put there by Almighty God, who had also created animals and plants and heaven and earth. And the Garden of Eden truly was a paradise.
So we begin in happiness. Let us sing and dance. We will our hands and boom, boom, boom. Our feet and in and out and once about. It's not difficult.
Weather changeable. Bright, just below 0. An anticyclone over Germany continues to determine the outlook. Daytime temperatures will be a little colder than recently.
The 3 Berlin mass transport firms, tram, rail, under and overground, and omnibus, form a single fare grouping.
Fruit liquors at wholesale prices.
The Indian Specific for the rejuvenation of elephants.
From's Act. The best rubber sponge. What do people need so many rubber sponges for?
Ladies, stockings, real artificial silk.
Here's a fountain pen with an excellent gold nib.
At the stop on Lothringer Strasse, 2 elderly women. They are Frau Block and Frau Hope. They are buying a girdle for Frau Hope, the elder of the 2, because she has a tendency to umbilical rupture.
A girl gets out of bus 99.
Weekend service between Uferstrasse and Tempelhof, Friedrichstrasse at 15-minute intervals.
It's 8 in the evening. She's carrying a music case under her arm. Her collar is pushed up in her face. She's walking up and down. She stands under a tall lamp post, observing the corner where she stood before. A compact, elderly gentleman in horn rims appears. She runs over to him, walks giggling at his side. They go up Brunnenstrasse together.
I mustn't be so late back tonight. I really mustn't. I shouldn't have come at all. My God, if Papa should hear, or Mama.
Nothing will get out. What did you do in your lesson?
Chopin. I'm playing the nocturnes. Are you musical?
Yes, at a pinch. Where should we go today?
I need to go home by 9.
Oh, we are already there. Flat of a friend of mine.
Upstairs, they exchange smiles. She is standing in the corner. He has taken off his hat and coat. She allows him to relieve her of her music and hat. Then she runs across to the door and switches off the light.
But be quick about it. I haven't got much time. I have to go home. I'll keep my clothes on. Don't hurt me.
And now it's the third day. He puts on his coat. Now who's to blame for everything?
Ida! Who else? Always Ida! I broke her fucking ribs. That's why they put me in jail. She's dead, and I'm standing here.
Where to go now?
Where they used to live. At her sister's. The odd facial twitch. The odd twitch finger. That's where we'll go. Ding dong.
Oh my God, Franz. It's you. What are you doing here, Franz? Did they let you out already?
Yes, I'm done.
Franz, I scream. Let go of me. I scream for help.
She can't get her hand back. A man's arms are made of iron. There's nothing to be done about it.
Franz, oh my God. Have pity, Franz.
Now she knows. She is Ida's sister. He sometimes used to look at Ida like that. He's holding Ida in his arms. And there isn't any terrible fight between them and the hanging around. There isn't the prison. It's Treptow, Eden Gardens with jeweled fireworks, where he met her and took her home. The first time he kissed her, she was up on tiptoe. Now he can smell her again. It's the same skin, and she, the sister. How strange she feels. She has to follow it. She fights it, but it passes into her. Her face slackens. Her arms are unable to push him away anymore. Her mouth is helpless. She leaves him her mouth. She's softening as in a warm bath. Do with me what you please. She dissolves like water.
It's all right. Come to me. I know everything.
I want you too.
Franz is back. Franz has been freed. Franz is a human being again. He pulls up his trousers, hopping from one foot to the other.
You wouldn't have anything to drink, would you? Like a pot of coffee or something?
And who's going to pay for my apron? Look at it. It's nothing better than a wreck now.
You better get out and don't come back. But he was back the next morning with a small parcel.
I brought you aprons. I'm so happy. I've been happy all day long. I dreamt about you.
She let him. She realized he was stroking her. They sat peaceably on the sofa for a while, side by side, talking. Then he left. Alone. She opened the door for him, still holding his hand. She let him go, and quickly and quietly pushed the door shut.
Oh, the people on the bus go up and down, up and down, up and down. The people on the bus go up and down all through town.